All right, fellas. We are live at the Dap in the Hug podcast. Thank y'all for being here.
First one, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
It's
I'm
an
honored.
honor.
It is
Right.
an honor.
This is it.
Right. So I wanted to get back into the gym and working out and everything, and I've done that multiple times in my past, right? I'm here at Supreme Nutrition today with Ty and Billy to tell a story about my journey, my experience to share with the people in the community and whatnot. So just a normal day, went to the gym. I was in search of, BCAAs, creatine, protein powder, and for some reason, back in November of last year, you weren't here. Although the hours of operation said that you were open. So got on the internet, reached out to you.
This was December.
December-ish, okay.
I'm going to throw out a number, December 14th. The only reason I know this, so let's preface this. So you came over to the store and we happened to not be open that day. Very rare. We have a joke that we're like Waffle House, rain or shine, no matter what, we're going to be open. It just happened to be the one day that we were closed because we had our company Christmas party.
Yes, sir.
See, I forgot about this, and then you reminded me of it. So yeah, I just wanted to preference that, but you can continue from there.
So the conversation went as such. I said, well, I'm going to go and get some protein powder and whatever I need. Now, to stop me from going to a possible competitor, I'm not going to name any names. Can you tell me what you do at your company, which I represent, to where I can just go to this other place and get me just a protein smoothie and wait till y'all open up Monday and come check y'all out?
Yeah, I think so I was actually in the car driving to our company Christmas party. And you had called me, and I'm pretty sure you actually asked me that question on the phone.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, to answer the question of, I guess the question is, what makes us different is the ultimate question. Mm-hmm. When I told you on the phone is, you can go online and get protein. You can go a lot of places and get protein. What you can't get is, I'll say, the personalized guidance or the customer service, we'll say that you get here. That's one of the biggest things that I would say makes us stand out. So one, yes, I just did a video on our Instagram about this the other day of, one, yes, of course, we try to bring in very high quality products so that you're getting the best standard, but also the best standard in terms of customer service. I think when we talked is you were kind of on this fitness journey, you were trying to make a change, like what makes us different was the personalized guidance. Our goal isn't to get you a product, it's to get you results. Mm-hmm. And that was I'm pretty sure I said that on that call. And I think that I want to say that's what really sold it to you. Absolutely. And really said that okay, we care about your results, not just, what you buy. Right. I think that's the biggest difference.
Right. Now, I'm going to get to when I first walked in here and met Billy for the first time. But this whole reason why I'm having this podcast as well, I don't know if you're listening, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, but this shirt right here represents the Tree of Gondor, which represents hope, rebirth, and lineage. Hope, rebirth, and lineage. So I'm on my Bill Baggins right now. I'm a Bilbo Baggins, The Unexpected Journey. And this podcast is precious to me, like Smeagol, because I want to share my journey because we need to not only get in shape, but we need to stay in shape and stay consistent and hold ourselves accountable. And that's the lovely thing about what y'all offer is the biometric screening machine that y'all have back here. And I love it because I can come in each month, have a conversation with y'all, check my weight, all the biometrics that we deal with. I'm going to the doctor for the most part. You get on that machine right there. And I appreciate y'all for that. So yeah, I came in here and had a conversation with Billy. He got me on the program with my macros and my micros. And I bought some of y'all's products. And honestly, at 40 years old, man, I'm in the best shape of my life.
You look phenomenal.
I appreciate that. Likewise. For real.
Trying to get like you, man. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to do.
Right. So Billy, when I came in here, I told you I wanted to put on some muscle, some lean muscle mass.
Oh yeah.
And
we did that.
I wasn't here for this first interaction.
You
So
weren't.
I don't know.
It was a good time. I mean, kind of to explain a little bit what we do. We get y'all these little printouts, right? And Darrow's, I mean, especially this last month, I mean, he's been killing it. He was down 4% in 1 month. I mean, dude's been crushing it. But what we do is we can use this information right here from this sheet. We figure out protein goals. We figure out maintenance calories, whatever the goals are that we're trying to achieve. We write it down, figure out fully customized plans for that. And obviously, Darrow's been sticking to it, and he's been crushing it. I mean,
one thing to note is with the InBody, there is no. I always say this is there's a difference between a perfect plan and the right plan. And what I mean with that is like, and of course, there's always going to be comments and stuff like that about, you know, the accuracy of, you know, whether it's a InBody or I think there's eVolt. There's different types of markers and scans that you can do. And what I preference that is like, you're never going to get 100% accurate, right? I mean, I think the most accurate one, I think, is a DEXA scan. Costs a decent amount of money, takes a long time to do. And even that one's not going to be 100% accurate. So one thing I always say about, you know, using the InBody is we use it to see trends over time, right? And so I think that's what you've been able to use. Like, hey, if we keep variables as consistent as possible, we're going to be able to see trends over time and be able to see, all right, it might not be the, like, on the exact dot, but you're going to be able to see the change that are making. But also one thing I always preference is when I say there's a difference in the perfect plan and the right plan is, you know, we could sit here and say, hey, for you, we're going to work out 5 days a week. We're going to work out. We're going to wake up, go do, you know, cardio at 6:30 in the morning. Then we're going to have 3 meals. We're going to have 2 snacks, and it could be laid out completely perfect. You have a daughter, right. You have children, you have a job. It's like, is that going to be sustainable for you? And so one thing that I feel like, you know, makes us different is it's not very cookie cutter. I think a lot of people think that it's like, oh, it's just like, you know, oh, like, oh, you're trying to lose weight. It's like, well, this is our weight loss plan. It's like, oh, well, this is our, you know, gaining plan. It's everyone's different. Everyone has different variables in their life that you have to work around. And it's so we really pride ourselves on not just giving, you know, basics of really diving in and trying to figure out what is going to be the best setup for this person. What's going to be the best thing for this person. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of differentiates it. And I always use that analogy is there's a difference between the perfect plan and the right plan.
Right, and every plan, like you was mentioning, is not going to work for everybody. Like my journey isn't the same as the next man, woman, or person on earth, you know, human. So with that being said, I look at y'all like the place to come to before our bodies or our check engine lights come on. Y'all provide the tools. Us as people, we have to do the work. You know what I mean? You can't just come here and get the products and not do the work. You know, that work can include whatever cardio you want to do, jiu-jitsu, MMA. Obviously, you play football, basketball. Just if you live in everyday life going on walks, it's good to get up and get out and do something and stay consistent with it. Yeah. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I really appreciate y'all and love what y'all represent and everything.
100%. We appreciate you.
I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
You know I'm old school, so what's your favorite X-Men character?
Oh, we're really going off topic now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to bring it back. Real quick.
It has to be, so you're just going specific X-Men. We're not going like Marvel, DC. We're
X-Men.
Like X-Men? Okay. You know, it's really tough. I when I was a kid, I always liked Cyclops. Mm-hmm. I always thought he was a really cool character. I don't think he was written well in the movies. I think he could have been way cooler. I hated that he died in the third one. So, shouts out to him. I would say between Cyclops and Beast.
Okay.
I think those are my two.
What about you, Billy?
I can't decide.
Gambit.
Gambit? I love Gambit.
Ooh,
I didn't think about Gambit.
Yeah, Gambit's the man, dude.
Up out of New Orleans.
New Orleans. No.
Well, for me, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go with Wolverine. Adamantium rage all day.
See, that's just such an easy answer, though.
Well, stacked up, baby. tell the people about the Wolverine stack. These are peptides, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the Wolverine protocol. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess like to educate, it's
Exactly.
getting very popular now. Just so everyone knows, it's like peptides are obviously everyone's kind of heard of them. Basically, to simplify a peptide, is peptides are concentrated amino acid chains that so they're naturally occurring in the body that basically activate different processes in the body, if that makes sense. That's kind of the simplest way to describe it. But I guess for you, there's popular ones out there right now for healing,
Right.
known as the Wolverine protocol. Trying to think of the simplest way to explain it. Basically, what it does is it heals and basically triggers the healing processes in the body, between ligaments, tendons, bone, to inflammation response in the body. So arthritis, tendonitis, bunch of different things. We could sit here and talk for hours about it.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely. We'll do it again as far as that goes, specifically in that area of subject. So it's all about recovery.
Mhm.
And with recovery, that's very important. Now, outside of that, because you have a plethora of things, of items you can put on the hierarchy of recovery. Outside of what y'all have to offer, where does sleep fall in that category on the hierarchy of recovery?
Number one.
Thank you. People, get your sleep. Get your sleep, man. You got to have your sleep.
It's this order. It's sleep, nutrition, exercise, supplementation, in that order.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is like, I really don't put, this is another thing, is people don't realize is it's called supplementation for a reason. Supplements in a diet, supplements in a need, whatever it is. So of course it's not a necessity, but when you take the big three, sleep, nutrition, exercise, or activity, it's basically supplementation. That fourth one just fills in any gaps of those three.
Yeah.
Right. If you're struggling with quality of sleep, there's things to help with that. If you're struggling with nutrition, there's things to help with that. Your exercise, there's things to help with that. It's not meant to replace any one thing.
Gotcha. You played ball at Clemson, right?
I did.
How football, to be specific?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, how has nutrition changed since your collegiate level of playing ball to now? As far as, did you know about peptides? Did you know about the benefits of all of these different essential things that our body like naturally produces?
No, I mean, I didn't. So, we'll say high school, when I was about to go to college, I really dialed in. And when I say dialed in, it's like my knowledge was so basic.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to supplementation, it's like I protein, creatine, like amino acids, like very basic stuff, right? When you get to college and you're playing college sports, it's like you work with nutritionists and but you're training so much and your schedule's so much different that, when I was in college, I was pretty much eating anything and everything that I wanted to. It's like we were constantly on the go, and we were very blessed to have a really good nutrition staff that we were definitely not lacking in food availability, we'll say. And one of my business partners, he loves to show people my college photo. For anyone that doesn't know, I weighed probably 35 pounds more than I am right now. So I was
Thick boy.
I was beefy, we'll say that. So when and I always just had this idea that it's like, I play sports, I need to eat a lot. Like, I'm training a lot. You got to eat big to get big and stuff. And one thing I noticed is when I stopped playing was my body hurt.
Yeah.
I ached. My knees didn't feel great. Like, I didn't move well. I didn't sleep well. So when I'll say this, I regret it, and I wish I'd have known it earlier. But when I got done playing and out of college, my nutrition, my training, my recovery, everything improved tremendously. I learned how to, um, like I said, there's no perfect plan, but the right plan. I learned how to structure my day and make sure I prioritize sleep, make sure I prioritize nutrition. And yeah, my my regimen has changed a lot since when I was playing.
Respect.
Yeah.
I want to circle back to creatine because you and I had a couple of discussions about that. And when I
Okay.
first came here, I just wanted to put on muscle. But with
Okay.
that came like bloatedness.
Okay.
And like I had, I burned some fat, especially
Mm-hmm.
when I picked up cardio and started back doing jujitsu and whatnot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Dean, Joey Dean. Love you, brother. Now, with that being said, I had did a little research on my own about the monohydrate versus the alternative. Can you give a little bit of history or information on that and the difference and how your metabolism may perceive it?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is a very controversial topic because basically what you're going to hear is everywhere is anything other than monohydrate is the only way to go. And I feel like it's very misleading because 100% I agree with it is creatine monohydrate. And one thing for us that we realized is I think it's like 1 out of 10 people usually can experience a little bit of bloating with pure creatine monohydrate. It's very common. That gets misinterpreted as water retention.
Yeah.
You have to have water retention when it comes to creatine. That's kind of how it works,
That's
is
how
the
it works.
utilization of water. What people mean more is the bloating aspect from a digestional standpoint.
Yeah.
Just like, certain foods and stuff can cause a little bit of bloating for anyone else. So one thing that we realize is that does happen, and we don't want people to miss out on such a valuable, you know, supplement to add in because there is so much value in creatine. And so there is a version called creatine HCl.
Yeah.
One thing that people don't realize is creatine HCl is creatine monohydrate. They just include a hydrochloride atom to it to help with the absorption rate.
There you go.
That's all it is. And so, it's not like usually my first choice in terms of if I'm going to recommend it, because it usually is just a little bit higher price point because of how they make it. But it's like we carry both of them because there are going to be options, and you're one of the exceptions. It's like you tried the monohydrate, you bloated a little bit. So now we had this other option for you so that now you're getting all the benefits, but we're just eliminating the unwanted adverse effects that just so happen for you.
Well articulated, bro. Well said.
That's a tough question to answer because
Yeah.
you'll probably see, like, even when this goes out in the comments, there are going to be people that will give some scientific thing on the different types of creatine. And there's so many different types of creatine, but really monohydrate and HCl are the main ones. They've been clinically studied to show the same results. Just depends on the person.
Right. I know y'all about to open up here in a couple minutes. I just want to close with a couple final questions and thoughts. Regarding recovery and just overall health and well-being, I personally include sauna in my regimen.
Okay.
I think that's very important. I try to get a massage once a month at least.
Okay.
I actually got one a couple of days ago. No, it was yesterday. I went to Emerald off of Cherry Road up top. Shout out to Jessica, thank you. But I was in such pain, man. Just my arm and everything. She put some Chinese herbs on me and took care of me, man. Like, much love to y'all. But yeah, man. So I think massage, sauna, get some yoga in. Just you gotta be multifaceted, man, out here just to keep yourself together.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you do sauna, cold plunge, anything like that?
I do. One again, these are very, I won't say controversial, but these you're asking topics that there are a lot of discussions on. So I'm gonna try to answer these to the best of my ability. So
okay.
I do sauna. I do cold plunges from time to time.
Yeah.
One thing I always say is, with sauna and cold plunge is I believe getting to be to a point where people are treating it as like everyday necessity. And one thing that I feel like what happens is people see, they see Mark Wahlberg getting up at 2:30 in the morning. He's doing his cold plunge bright and early, and then it's like he's going to work out, and it's like I feel like things are getting misled in terms of health and fitness realm. I think cold plunge can be a really cool tool to use at times. I think sauna, awesome benefits, but I feel like they're getting misinterpreted a little bit in terms of, a cold plunge. I tell people it's not going to be the end all be all, but if you're noticing that your recovery is a little bit slower, maybe like you're very sore for a long time, maybe you have like an event the next day that you got to be fresh for, absolutely utilize cold plunge. From a muscle growth standpoint, it's not going to have as much benefit as I tell people, but a lot of these guys, it's like, we're doing a lot of running, we're doing a lot of performance space. You're going to run a marathon, yeah, absolutely, hit a cold plunge the night before, get yourself fresh. Sauna, I think it has really great benefits from circulation, a lot of health benefits. So yeah, I'm absolutely for it. I just always say it's like, just like to make sure people don't get misleaded that like it's 100% necessary to go sit in freezing cold water every day to reach your fitness goals.
Right. And we're going to wrap it up with this. I want you to just give a brief explanation of y'all's future plans. And also with that being said, y'all do have a office set up in Clemson, correct?
We have
that area.
So Rock Hill, Clemson, South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina, Athens, Georgia, Panama City, Florida, and more coming. But
nice.
Keep that under wraps. I guess it's already out there. We got Gainesville, Florida coming.
Nice. Congrats on that.
In terms of future plans, I mean, that could look a lot of different ways. I mean, of course, future plans want to continue growing. Want to start getting into other realms of possibilities, but I don't want to give too much away.
That's fine.
I mean, growth is obviously the goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It should be for everybody.
100%.
Now, with that being said, were you thinking about getting like a company boat down there in Clemson, the Seneca area?
It's been talked about. It's been discussed.
But check this out. D1 Automotive. Shout out to Matthew Jordan, Dross, brother. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. That's the guy y'all need to talk to. We need to get out there. If y'all want to do some team building exercises, whatever y'all want to do, that's the guy to talk to.
All right, y'all leave in the comments. Should we get a Supreme boat? If you have any designs for what a Supreme boat should look like, send it our way.
Absolutely.
We'll look into it. We'll see what we can do. Yeah,
bro. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for your time.
This is awesome. Yeah.
I'm about to actually shop with y'all here in a minute. I got to get me some things off your shelf. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the first episode of the Dap and the Hug podcast. And remember, respect and love, adapt and the hug. Thank you.
100%. See you guys.